Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Brydge iPad Pro 9.7 inch keyboard case. So actually about 2 years ago, or maybe going on a year and a half ago, we reviewed Brydge's very first foray into the keyboard case realm with iPads. This one here continues that line. They've improved on it ever since that original one, and this one is actually compatible with all three: iPad Air, Air 2, and the iPad Pro 9.7 inch. So if you have any of those iPads and you want a very quality keyboard case, this is the quality keyboard case to get. Okay, so first off, here's the packaging that it came in. Let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit so we're in frame a little bit better. Move my iPhone out of the screen here. So you can see here with the case, it comes in a very nice, attractive case box here. You can see it's got what it's actually going to look like installed on your iPad, and yeah, that makes it look like almost like some kind of little laptop. Pretty darn cool. Brydge Air, this one is the gold. They have a color to match every iOS, you know, the space gray, the silver, and the gold. They have that to match what iPad color that you actually have. In this case, obviously, we have an iPad Pro Gold, which we will be installing onto this bad boy. So let's look at some of the features here. It's got an aluminum body. Yes, it is very, very sturdy. Forged out of a single piece of high-grade aluminum, and it is feeling very high quality. It's got built-in speakers. Now, back in the original iPad Air, Air 2, the speakers weren't all that great. The iPad Pro 9.7 inch with 4 speakers now actually sound a whole lot better than the built-in speakers on this thing. So I would actually, until there's maybe a refresh of the speakers on this, I would not use the speakers. It does actually project the sound forward from the front because the speakers on this keyboard case are actually right here. So they actually bounce off the iPad and come at you, but the sound quality is nowhere near as good for the iPad Pro. I would just recommend using the iPad Pro's built-in 4 speakers because they sound really good. Now on the iPad Air and 2, you might want to use the speakers on the keyboard. It has backlit keys, which is awesome. It's got 3 levels of brightness, and so you can use this at night with no problems whatsoever, and the keys are great when it comes to their tactile feedback. 180-degree hinge, we'll show you that here in a minute. Very easy to install, very safe on your iPad as well. So you get a lot of different angles at 180 degrees, so you can change that to whatever fits your need. Lightweight, it's lighter than an 11-inch MacBook Air when paired with the iPad Air, same with the iPad Pro. Very lightweight. And the battery life, charge this, 3 months battery life. You know, it's going to depend too how much you use those backlit keys and the sound, but up to 3 months if you know, you just use this kind of standard and off and on and stuff with its features. So definitely one of those charges and gets a lot of use out of. Now when it comes to the actual box here, you can see I've got a little instruction guide. That's the kind I like. Pictures and front and back, and that's it. That's awesome. Comes with a air clean here, so you can actually clean it, and then a little charge cable for the keyboard itself, and then of course it's just kind of a nice little box here that it came in. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual keyboard itself. Now you can see that is just gorgeous. Here is the 180-degree hinge. They're very sturdy, so you can see here they are also very protective. They've got a nice little rubber coating inside here on both sides, therefore it is not going to damage your iPad. It does not fit so tight that you're worried about it. So definitely no issues with the 180-degree hinge. And then you can see here it has little rubber protective things here, so when the iPad actually closes, it doesn't go flush with the metal. It has these little rubber protectors here to keep that from actually going metal to metal or glass to metal or whatever. On the front here, we do have a nice little indentation So this makes it easy to pry it open. This was not present in some of the first generations of this, so that makes it a nice little easy pry spot. Also here on the front you can see we actually have the keyboard power on and off, pairing to the keyboard and pairing to the speaker. So if you go to Bluetooth pair this, each one has to be paired and connected. So if you only want to use the keyboard, of course just pair that. If you want to use the sound too, you can pair that, and then they'll auto pair, and you'll use both features of this keyboard case. But you do not have to use the speaker if you do not want to. You can forget it, don't pair it, whatever, and just use the keyboard. So nice options there. On the back here you can see you've got 4 little rubber feet. They work very well. This keeps it in place. It does not slide when it's on a surface, even kind of slick. I mentioned earlier, here are your speakers. They are front facing, but they do bounce the sound back, reflected off the iPad, because the iPad's going to be sitting in these little devices here. So these clamps will actually keep the iPad and the sound will come back at you. But again, on the iPad Pro, stick with the 4 on board. It's going to sound a lot better. Other than that, one other place here, this is actually micro USB charge, so this is where you will actually charge this keyboard case up with you know, whatever you want to do. Plug it into a wall, computer, battery pack, whatever you want to charge it with. That is how you would charge your keyboard. And I actually do have it on, so what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and get that iPad Pro 9.7 inch out. So here we have it, and you can see the iPad Pro gold. How does that match up? Look at that, beautiful. That's almost a perfect match, if not a perfect match. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pair this up. Now, the iPad Pro has this for its touch keyboard case that you can buy from Apple for $150. Same price as the Brydge Air keyboard case, okay? And this is so much more attractive and useful than the Apple's touchpad keyboard case that it comes with. But you're not going to be using this because, again, this is Bluetooth. So what we want to do is we want to line this up. And if you're using the Pro, you can just push that, put that part down, because you want this to line up. So you've got your iPad buttons right here. So we're just going to stick this in these little clamps very gingerly. So you can see, whoops, trying to do this behind the camera. I got one of them in, but I didn't get the other one in. It kind of turned on me. So we'll just put them both straight up. Again, trying to line them up. Let's get this side in first since it seems a little stiffer. Okay, so that's all there is. We've got it installed. Now if we close this, I'm gonna line it up just a little bit. Perfect. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? That is a solid match. It looks great. Very protected. Your iPad looks amazing in this. It's just solid aluminum on both sides, gold, just very high class looking keyboard case. Again, everything, ports, everything is easily accessible. The front of your iPad is protected. There you can see that little clamp, smart keyboard port there. So let's go ahead, open this up. Now again, remember I said that you wanted all your buttons kind of line up. They're close, but they're all right here. They're not perfectly lined up with one another, but you know, and you've got this nice little groove here, so we just use that. We pry it open. Now what we're going to do, let's go ahead and turn on the iPad and enter our code. And we're going to go into Bluetooth, and we're just going to pair this keyboard up. So let's go ahead and do Bluetooth, maybe. I'm going to hold this button down for the keyboard, and we're going to pair it up. Keyboard, Brydge Air keyboard. We just click it, and we're connected. Just like that, we are connected. So if I go into Notes, and I do Not Now on the upgrade, thank you anyway, Apple, and I just want to do a new note, test this keyboard out. Look at that. Beautiful. Very nice tactile feedback. These keys feel good. You can hear that. It's got hotkeys. I just turned on Siri. She's going to say, what do you want?
Sure, I understand.
See? So, little microphone hotkey. We've got lock, so I can lock it. I have brightness displays. All sorts of stuff. If I want to enter my code without touching the screen, I can do that. Again, brightness on the iPad. Now on the iPad Pro, you know, if you have that true display or true tone on, it's going to kind of auto adjust the brightness on you, and if you don't like that, then hey, right here on the keyboard, you can do that really quick and easy. Virtual keyboard toggle, you can do searches, just hit the button. Let's get out of the search. So this is your home key, so whatever you're in, I can go back to the home key. This here I believe is the battery, but I can't get it to do anything. Control your audio, volume. If you're playing something, pause, play, forward, reverse, all that hotkeys on here is perfect. And then again, it just has like your regular old Mac actually. Control, Option, Command, so it almost looks like just a MacBook keyboard. So that is awesome. So I also did say this has backlit keys, so I'm going to turn off some of these studio lights and we're going to show you the backlit keys because this is really a cool feature of this keyboard. Okay, so right now, if I wanted to type, you know, I can type. So let's go ahead and put the notes back up here. And again, I can type in here. It's doing it, but now it's dark. I can't see my keyboard, so I can turn on the backlit keys. Now you can see that's the very dimmest. Let's go ahead and increment that one more and even one more. And now I can see my keys really, really well at dark. So let's just go ahead and zoom in. Look at that. Does that not look like a MacBook? You are turning your iPad into a Mac. A MacBook Air, MacBook Pro. Just a MacBook. Is that not awesome? I have no problems whatsoever seeing these keyboards, and now I can type at night. Just type away. Answer emails. Do whatever. I'm working on, you know, a report and doing reviews. Whatever I can do it at night with this in my lap, and now it's like a laptop. That is so cool. And so I can just do that, and I'm turning off the backlight keys, and we're good to go. And say, uh-oh, now it's light again. Let there be light. And that's good to go. So, anyway guys, that is the Brydge Air keyboard case, Bluetooth. Now, let's just say, I'm going to do a sound test real quick here, okay? I'm going to let you listen to the difference. Now, it is not real fair, again, because this was kind of designed back in the iPad Air and Air 2 days, and the speakers on it, those weren't all that great. The iPad Pro 9.7 inch here, yeah, it's kind of, let's just bring up, let's just bring up a video, for instance. See where our volume's at. So I'm going to turn it up pretty high.
No tricks, no bluff. I'm just better off without them cuffs. Yeah, the sun won't set on us. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pair these speakers here, and we're going to bounce back and forth here. So we're going to go back into Bluetooth. Now I'm just going to hold the speaker in here, and you're going to see it pop up as a Bluetooth item. Brydge sound, Brydge Air sound. Let's go ahead and pair to it. And it's pairing. Try to anyway. And it's connected. Alright, same volume level, same song. See what you think. Yeah. Let's turn this off and it'll go right to the iPad speakers and you'll tell the difference. Well, see if I can hit play again. Yeah. So you can tell you don't want to use the speakers on this thing at all with an iPad Pro. They just improved them so much that speakers on this is just not worthwhile. Now I want to show you one more thing and then we're going to close out this video because it's going to run a little long, but this is a killer keyboard case. I'm going to show you one other thing. I'm going to pause it. We'll be right back. Alright, how cool does this look, guys? Come in, got my MacBook, and I got my iPad with my Brydge Air keyboard case. Look at that. Woo! Does that not look sexy? That looks awesome. Look at that. Can you tell? Kind of looks like a MacBook, doesn't it? Turn your iPad into a MacBook, kind of, with this Brydge Air keyboard case. Again, I'll have a link in the show notes where you can pick this up. This is just a killer case. High quality, high value, high functionality, good protection, just a lot of stuff. Just don't use the Bluetooth speakers on it, okay? It's just not comparable when it comes to these iPad Pros. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thanks for watching and have a good one.